Okay, next. Number 8. What is one thing you wish I would do? What?
I know that my wish is going to come true. So this is my wish, and it will happen. Mark my words. I'm declaring it, and you already know this. Lillian will be the winner of an Oscar.
Aww. Thank you. Yes, you wish I would win an Oscar. That's a good answer to this question.
It's true.
Good
I just
job.
know it.
I like that.
I've always known that.
Thank you, Mommy. Number 9.
It could be an Emmy as well.
Yeah.
Also,
you know,
in addition.
Golden Globe.
All those fun.
Number 9. What's something I do that annoys you? Do I annoy you ever? Oh, no. This is weird.
What?
This is so weird. We haven't talked about these questions.
These are
so like,
totally off guard. The only thing that she ever annoys me with is driving. And sometimes she gets a little close to the car in front of her.
Oh my
which is not
gosh,
usually a problem unless you're in LA traffic. I remember when we were in LA and we were driving down to Newport Beach and you and your brother were in the front seat. I finally had to pull my phone out in the back seat and start playing a game, and then I was fine.
It's funny that you say that because Solomon always talks about he says that like my braking is really bad. He's like, sometimes you just have you do this braking that I feel like is really unjustified. Like, why do you do that?
Oh.
Or like you follow too closely. So that's funny. I agree. I'm not the best driver, okay?
Well,
I admit
you
this.
are a good driver. You're great at parking and like parallel parking. You're really good at that.
But not the actual driving part,
always
just the parking.
best to look out the window or play your favorite games.
When were you most proud of me?
That's hard to say because I'm proud of you a lot.
Aww.
I think when I have been overall the most proud of Lily is when, it's not like I can think of a single person, but Lillian is just like really kind.
Aww.
And she's like really loving and kind to people that aren't necessarily like deserving of it, or like the world outside would kind of look down on them, and it just really touches my heart to see that my child is just genuinely caring and concerned and loving.
You're gonna make me cry.
Giving towards just, anybody she meets, and it doesn't really matter if this person is, the head of MGM Studios, or if it's the single mom that's out at the corner who doesn't have enough money to feed the child and is asking for something. It wouldn't matter. You're always the same, and it just really warms my heart to see how kind you are to anyone and everyone.
Oh, thank you, Mommy.
A little teary-eyed.
Don't be sorry. That's so sweet. Thank you. What's the worst thing I've ever done?
You just never, it was never like like as a teenager, you made good choices and you didn't get in trouble. And
Not a whole lot, anyway.
No, not a lot. I can't even think of what would be the worst.
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
No,
Let me ask you. What is the worst thing you've ever done that I don't know about? Because as the mother of 4, I have found out that there are many things that you don't know until after the children are grown. You just can't talk about it? Is there something you want to
I don't know. If I wanted to confess something, it wouldn't be over the internet.
That's right.
I don't know. There's nothing like huge that I need to confess. So I think maybe all of my worst moments were like as a teenager. But I feel like
Really?
maybe, which is not even like that bad, but
No,
like,
I mean,
you know, I don't know.
I never knew that you snuck out of the house like
I didn't.
your older sister. I never smelled pot coming from the room.
Yeah, no. Like plants. Oh gosh. So I was the perfect angel.
She was a good girl. And Maddie was a good girl too. And Megan and Clancy were good too. I'm not saying they were.
Okay.
But
Can't bash all the children.
If they asked me the worst thing, I would come up just like that. But not for you, and not for Maddie either.
What's your favorite moment of us together?
Oh, that is easy, but the moment came in like a week's period of time with LA last year.
Was that, yeah?
Yeah,
This is
Lily was in LA, and
yeah, so the last time I was in LA, which was
like
this time a year ago.
And she was, it was hard. She had been out there for a couple months, and she was kind of lonely, so
Yeah.
I flew out there for about a week.
She visited me. We, in like a couple days' time, first we went to the vintage store, Shireen Vintage.
Oh, it's awesome. If you are ever in LA or New York, look up Shireen's Vintage.
Yeah, they have one in LA and New York. It's
like no other.
If you love vintage clothing, it's amazing. So they have one in downtown LA, and we had gone to it the first time we were in LA, or I was in LA, which was 2012, like she was talking about. So we went to go again, and this is kind of like our thing. So because we love vintage, antiques, everything. I get my love of those things from her. So we went, and it's called Shireen Vintage. So the second time we went there, Shireen, the owner, was there, which we were not expecting. So the owner
didn't
herself,
even know her.
and she was the sweetest.
Amazing.
She was just the sweetest person.
Oh.
She was talking to us. She used to be an actor, so she was talking to me about acting. She was helping us like style these vintage clothes.
She'd say, I learned so much about wearing vintage from her, and I think one of the very best tips I learned from her was she said, don't cutes it up. So if you've got like a cute vintage dress, throw something on. Your shoes should be totally opposite, like tall stiletto heels or
like something modern, just like
yeah, on it. It was wonderful.
She was so sweet, and she, gave us like her phone number and her email. She was just so personal with us, and that was just so special. We loved her store, and then here we are. We meet the owner, and the second, so then like what, a few days later or whatever.
Yes, it was Dad's leaving.
She was leaving. She was gonna fly out that night. She's always loved Shabby Chic. If you guys know what that is, Rachel Ashwell Shabby Chic. It's a brand. She has books. All those things. You can buy her stuff at Target.
She has Shabby Chic is a. She also has the store in Santa Monica. She has a store in New York, and London, and
so you might know. You've probably heard of Shabby Chic. So she's loved Shabby Chic since I was a child. I remember her loving.
Yeah.
Rachel Ashwell, Shabby Chic, all of that, and so she really wanted to go to the Shabby Chic store in Santa Monica, so we went. Today she was leaving, and there we are standing in the store, and I look up, and I see someone, and I said, "Mom, look, is that, oh my gosh, is that Rachel? Is she here?"
Mom, I think she's here. I was in another room. You said, "Mom, come here." I think she's
Rachel Ashwell, the founder, owner, like the face of it, just happened to be here in her store. And my mom, this has been one of her biggest inspirations, and she got to meet her. It was just the coolest thing.
It was awesome. And I will just add that it is. I'll get to it again. I always do, but what an honor to be able to meet someone and actually say to them, you changed my life. You influenced my life in such a small way that I changed how I lived, and I changed the lives of my family from what I learned from you. What an incredible honor.
I know.
It was, yes.
It was like all of these things happened that were just meant to be.
One after another for the entire week.
Yeah, and that was just so amazing for us, and we were together for it and got to meet these incredible people, and just so cool. Oh my gosh.
Still
can't believe you got to meet her.
I
know. You don't even know like what a big inspiration she's been for my mom.
Yeah.
So like that was just the craziest. Just one of those meant to be moments. So like that was
one of the, I'll always remember it.
Last question.
It should be a good one.
This doesn't even make sense, this question.
Oh.
What would you change if you could raise? Does that mean like raise me different?
Is that a partial thought there? Is that
I don't know.
sentence?
I'm just getting this off someone's blog, so I don't know what that means.
Just read it again and I'll make something up out of it.
What would you change if you could raise? Maybe like raise me again, raise me differently? Do it again?
What would I change if I could raise? If I could raise anything, what would I raise?
Flowers in the garden. Butterflies in your butterfly garden from caterpillars. That's what you would raise. You have done that.
I know. I might raise more children. I only got to raise 4. Maybe I'll raise 10.
I always wanted a younger sibling. I'm the youngest out of 4, so.
Well, you know, I did try for a brother for Clancy.
After me?
Yes, but it didn't work out. So she's the youngest.
That's how it was meant to be.
It was meant to be, and it's perfect and wonderful. Yeah. It's fine now. It wasn't fine at the time, but it's fine now. I don't know. That's just a partial question, so it can't really be answered. We can put anything in there. I don't know. I always wanted to raise corn.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I know. If I could change anything about raising my children, I would raise them in Ireland. We would summer in Ireland. Yes. That's what I would change.
Yes, we would be raised in a different country. That would be amazing.
No, I would raise them in the United States during the school year, and every summer when the weather was good, we would go to Ireland.
I would like to be raised like in a European country. I would have loved that. But hey, it didn't happen. It wasn't meant to be.
Well, you can raise your children in a European country.
Yeah, who knows?
Yes.
Who knows what'll happen? So those are all of the questions. The last one made no sense. I don't know. I just looked it up online. That's what I got. So, yeah, I'm slouching down. I got a little too casual here.
You all are so nice to even care what we think.
Hopefully they care. We'll see.
I know.
I think they like you. I think they really do.
I like them too.
So, yeah, that was our mother-daughter tag.
It's so much fun.
Yeah?
It is. And you know what's really interesting, and maybe you might want to try it, get with your mother. Because it's fun. You don't really think about these things. Yeah. And some of the things we've never really talked about before. So
even if you don't film it. You don't have to film it. Just ask your mom these questions. That's interesting.
Yeah, I would like to do this with the other kids.
Yeah.
It could be fun. We could do that for Christmas or
Thanksgiving. I'd like to see you ask your mom these questions about you. So I can learn about what you were like as a child. That would be fun. We should do it. Don't worry.
We'll do that next video.
So, that is the end of this video. Thank you for answering the questions.
Fun. Thank you for inviting me. It was a lot of fun.
Yep, that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And have a great day.
Namaste.
And namaste.